It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the Dolphins' speedy running back. He comes into this one second in the league in rushing with an eye on becoming number one. It's the Dolphins and the Eagles, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head. But over the long term, both these organizations feel like they have an answer at the most critical position in all of sports.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his third year in the league.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all of the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
Second down and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Taken at the 19. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way, and that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he is going to have the Dolphins first down. Won't be by much. He needed 3. He got 3. But the mark says first down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Right back to him on first down. Finding room to the 20. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The extra point is good. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Here's Brown. Can he get away? No, he's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. On comes the punter now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw left side is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Pitts is the man in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This one complete right side. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to pick up the first down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. So we'll get a 2nd and goal when we return. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Miami. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able. And we're just getting started.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive.
Still first down.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts.
Sorry about that. I was grabbing coffee and someone talked to me. Sorry about that, guys.
He'll look to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Up the middle they go. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. He's got it at the 3. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. It's the quarterback with a sneak.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a first.
A run on 1st and goal. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Dolphins. The kicking team on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dolphins will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll get this out wide. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big games like this.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now, faking the give. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Nice throw by the rookie from Oklahoma, and he's got his guys a 1st down.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense. You're defending your own. You got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Quick hitting slant there. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost him 5. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that'll get the penalty yardage back. He gains 5 to set up 2nd and 10. That is intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick 6 for touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception, and now Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. They motion the slot man left. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense.
Penalty yardage moves them closer for this 3rd down attempt. It is 3rd and 4. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on,
nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
the defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he tops all other NFL running backs to this point in the season. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently second in the NFL in rushing. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now a give up the middle.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Pitts is the man in motion.
This fucking shit of these players running back and standing where my routes end is getting so... I don't want to play this game anymore. I don't want to play this game anymore. It's like it fucking cheeses me to death. I'm kicking this shit out of them, so what do? Let's run back where his routes end. Both of my interceptions today, that's exactly what it was. They just go right to my routes end and they stand there. I don't want to start this fucking game all over again. I'm playing fine. My team's doing well. I've got two fucking interceptions. In reality, if you've got two interceptions, you're not up 28-3. Sorry. Like, I'm so fucking sick of the last two seasons in this game where I've just thrown pick after pick after pick because I go back to throw. There's nowhere to throw the ball. I can only throw drags. I can only throw screens. I can't throw any other pass. I can't even throw a deep pass. For some reason, they heave it up and it goes 30 yards. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. I don't know what happened. I had my last quarterback, Claiborne, was a 97 strong arm. I could throw the ball 35 yards for some fucking reason. I don't know what's going on with this game.
Intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone. Now, after the interception, we have an injured
EA has a
player
massive
to look at.
This game was doing fine for a while. And then all of a sudden, a patch came out. Their latest patch came out. And all of a sudden, it's old fucking Madden all over again, where the game is controlled through turnovers. Okay? So there's no, like, the defenses don't make a play, or the quarterback, doesn't make a throw under pressure to where it's kind of errant and you have to punt. Or just in reality, there's a holding on 2nd and 6, and then you just can't quite get the 15 yards. No. We have to just, if we want the game to be balanced, let's just have 6 fucking turnovers in the game.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. That is caught, and he's in.
Congratulations, the Eagles got their fucking hand me touchdown.
So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their running back set to go once more. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. They'll begin here on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
To the air now on 1st and 10. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Pitts is the man in motion. A run now on 2nd down. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And a nice job. They pick it up. 1st down. The march continues. They're at the 41-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now this time, they'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is
I mean, just typical. Just typical. Typical is just get in the way of the receiver trying to go off for a pass. I mean, it's like they have no idea how to actually like control the game and like make it even and stuff. They have to have players getting, the own players get in the way, hit the guys in their routes, throw fucking interceptions. Like they have no fucking clue.
So now the Dolphins turn it over to their field goal team. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And
the sad part is my quarterback's playing well. Like I'm throwing the ball well, it's coming out fast, and it's got good velocity. But yeah, 2 picks, so it completely ruins any kind of a decent day he's fucking having.
Will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. They're in need of points.
I don't think I've ever seen a team have multiple turnovers and be up 31-10 in the 3rd quarter. I've never seen that. I don't think it's ever happened. Has something like that ever happened? Where the quarterback's just a turnover machine, but they're up by fucking 3 touchdowns?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look for the home run ball.
And here we go with more bullshit.
Not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
No handoff. He'll keep it himself. And he will take it in himself. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Here's first and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Back to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield.
He's missed 3
passes.
Okay. He's missed 3 passes. 2 have been picks. He doesn't have a touchdown yet. This is ridiculous.
Story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
He's having his best game yet, and it's tainted by 2 picks because they just run back and stand with the routes in. Like, it's absolutely incredible.
Middle. This one is caught, and he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Now give on the ground, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down. Pitts is the man in motion. Off the play fake, and the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with first and 10. Quick throw, taken in, and it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. He'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. And some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. He'll look to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw yet again. His throw left side is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll look to throw again. This one complete right side. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, it hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. And when you find yourself down double digits,
this game is
miserable.
Like this actual specific game is stupid. It's miserable. I went from shredding them to doing nothing and being a turnover machine.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're
just watching their defense, their offense. Just what happened to my defense? Why can my defense not stop anybody this year? It's better than it was last year. Why is my defense all of a sudden horrid?
And the offense to get started on their next drive. This one has gone pretty well to full.
My defense literally is Swiss fucking cheese this year, and I'm a turnover machine. What happened?
Here in the 4th. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers.
I hope you guys like screams and drags, because that's what you're going to see all year. Because that's the only thing in this game you can complete.
They have responsibilities in the run game as well.
Fucking boring
as
shit.
Here, keeping it to no gain.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Handoff here, up the middle. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd down. 3 to go. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Here's a 2nd and 6. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. He gets this into the big paws of his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Pitts is the man in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. They'll look to throw. This one caught at the 4. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3. Back to the air one more time. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal. He won't quite get in.
They just ran back and stood where all of my routes ended. They just did it again. They just did it again. I'm just trying to get this guy a touchdown pass so he doesn't have fucking 0 fucking touchdowns. He have 300 yards, 80% completion percentage, no touchdowns and 2 picks. It doesn't even make sense.
Setting up 3rd and goal.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. If this quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight, he's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short. Now brings up 3rd and goal.
Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. So now the Dolphins turn it over to their
I hate what they've done to this game. The last patch, whatever they did, I hate it. Whatever they did, I hate it. I can complete 2 different types of passes, and they just clamp the fuck down. All of a sudden, I've never seen an NFL game, or very rarely, where you're absolutely shredding the team, and then all of a sudden that team becomes superior. I've never seen it. Where one team is coming out dominating the other team, and then just all of a sudden, halfway through the 3rd quarter, let's just have the other team, the team that's getting the shit kicked out of them, all of a sudden become the superior team.
Kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here. Beginning with, and
can I play one game where my team doesn't allow 4 touchdowns? Like my team's like a 93 fucking rated defense. Why am I Swiss fucking cheese all of a sudden this season? Why?
He'll tuck it and take
I've had the
off.
#1 defense for like the last 5 years. Nothing's changed. In fact, I've gotten better depth. What the fuck happened? What happened?
They'll work now on
Why all of a
2nd
sudden
and
can
4.
my defense not literally stop anyone? Why?
Little short pass here.
And why are their players constantly standing there wide open, but the defense I play against, they're always standing where my routes at? Why? What are my guys doing? It's like they're just letting them catch the ball. What's going on?
And he's going to have
I'm not calling anything different than I normally call.
Able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. He's going to tuck it and go.
Oh,
and he's able to
this
take
is turning my
this
stomach.
for
I'm not
good
kidding.
yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
How is there a 2-minute warning and you're allowing the other team to fucking to do a no huddle? How is that happening? How does that happen? The 2-minute warning hit, but you were allowing the other team to do a no huddle play there. How? How?
They'll drop to throw. Short pass, taken in by
they're just throwing the ball, and for some reason my team is 10 yards back behind the line of scrimmage. I'm calling like fucking cover ones and shit. What's going on? Why are they running back and letting them catch everything? Gee, I wonder if it's algorithm. I wonder if it's AI
Now they'll
letting
set
them
up to
do it.
throw.
Look at this. Look at this.
He'll go
See,
underneath here.
my
The
guy would have
running
been
back
cluttered
now
up there,
in the
not been able to run his route.
So the Eagles
They actually
use their
cluttered up, and it was an
first timeout
advantage
here.
on their end.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance.
I was up by
to
4
find themselves
fucking
back into
touchdowns, and
game
now
here
this is
late.
going to be a barn burner.
That is
This is ridiculous. Fuck this game. Seriously.
And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
This is the most unrealistic version of this game they've had.
The extra
This
point
season has
is
been
up and
fucking
through.
miserable.
And
And
the
they
Eagles
just
will
recently
cut the
patched the game.
deficit
The
to 7.
patch, they recently patched the game. They recently patched it. And ever since the patch,
They've got just
it's been
the
a
2
fucking
timeouts
shit
remaining,
fest.
so
This game
they'll
has
line up and
sucked
take their
ever since
chances
they
right
patched the
here
game.
with an
I don't know
onside
what the
kick.
fuck they did to it, but whatever's in the patch notes,
Inside the
if
40.
if the
With the rule changes on kickoff,
if what's
Mike,
happening
it's just
now isn't in
so
the patch
hard
notes, they're
to
just
really
fucking
expect
flat out
to
lying.
recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the game.
And why
it
are
will
the
bring
last
up
2
third
years,
down.
why is my entire team constantly injured? That's another thing about the patch. My entire team is
This
constantly
crowd
fucking
into
hurt.
it now.
I'm literally
As we
rocking
get to
fucking,
third down.
8 fucking injuries a game. Why? Why is that happening?
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
.83 completion percentage, and I have 0 touchdowns and 2 picks. Like, I can't describe how mad I am looking at that. This season's been, the last 2 seasons in this game have been pathetic. They've been bad. They've been really, really bad. They've been really bad. I can literally throw about 2 routes without throwing a pick every time, and I seriously throw picks on those sometimes. With the AI knowing what I'm doing, and then they just run back and they run right to where my routes end. It's like, it's not even like, hey, a cover 1 will cover that perfect. A cover 3 will cover that. No, they just run to where my routes end and stand there. And then they blitz more people than I can block. And when I throw the ball, they're all standing where my routes end. So it's like, I feel like they've got fucking 15 fucking players on the defensive side. It's like weird. Like, I'm tired of playing this game and being fucking mad at it. I'm tired of it. I'm fucking tired of it. Like, I get every once in a while it happens, but man, you're throwing 80 fucking %, shredding the fucking defense, fucking up 28-3 or whatever at halftime, and now I barely get by the skin. Fuck you.